Hey, it's Berta J. Come into my kitchen with me today. We're going to be making what I call Berta J's date nut candy. Very nice that you could use dates to make candy. That's what I'm going to call it. Dates are really, really good for you. They have manganese in it. They also have magnesium. They also have copper. So they are jammed packed with all these things, and you're going to make candy out of it. So you're going to be eating nutritiously, okay? Now, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take 5 medjool dates, and then you're going to take the seeds out by cutting them, and then you're going to tear it in half. You're going to take those dates that you've taken the seeds out, and you're going to put them in a bowl. You're going to take 3/4 of a cup of water, and you're going to put it into a pan. Let that water come to the boil. Once it's boiled, which takes about maybe 3 to 5 minutes, leave it nice and hot and pour it over your dates. Let that set for about 5 minutes also. And what will happen to those dates is they will start to soften, and that's what you want to do because you're going to be using your S-blade in your food processor. Now while that's waiting, you're going to take 1/3 of a cup of nuts. I mixed them again, and you're going to put them into a plastic bag. And you're going to use a rolling pin, and you're going to roll them out so that they will get crushed. If you have another way of crushing it, that will be fine because that's going to be the topping for your date nut balls. Now once you've crushed them very, very well, you're going to take those nuts and you're going to put them on a parchment lined baking sheet. Put them into an oven that you have preheated to 300 for about 5 minutes. You don't want to burn them, you just want to crisp them up some. And they're very tiny now, in tiny pieces, so they'll get crispy. Once you're done with that, bring out the toasted nut crumbs, and you're going to place them in a bowl. I use a flattened bowl. And then you're going to add 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed. You want things to be as healthy as you can, even though it's sweet and it's good and it's delicious. Mix that up. I use my hands. Just use your hands and mix it up really well. Now, you can take the dates that were waiting in your water, the boiled water, and you can pour the water off, and then you're going to take your dates, put them into your food processor, along with 1/2 cup of nuts. Now, if you've been looking at any of my videos, you know that I really like to mix things. So I've used 3 different kinds of nuts. All of them are just raw with no salt or anything. They're not roasted. But you make that decision. In a 1/2 cup measure, I just put some cashews in there, put some pecans in there, and walnuts, along with 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, and 3 scrapes of nutmeg. Once you've done that, you're going to just process it. Now, once you start processing, it's going to like crowd up on the sides of your food processor. So you're going to have to do like 4 times. You're going to have to stop it and scrape it down with the spatula. But once you do, that 4th time, date nut mixture is going to follow that movement. So pull it around into like a little ball. You know you're done. So you're going to take that out and place it on a plate. And now with that lump that you have on a plate, take it with the teaspoon measure and you're going to roll it into balls. Drop them into the crushed nuts with the flaxseed. Okay, you've finished all of those. I make about 16. You may make more, you may make less. That's how many I make. And so after you've done that, you're gonna roll each one of the little balls in all of that crushed nuts. And so it's gonna give it a crispy coating. And after you've finished with that, this is what it'll look like. Now I put these in the freezer because dates are soft. I put them in there so they could be set and be harder. If you don't like them, you don't want them hard, and you don't mind having a soft candy, because you can just pop these into your mouth, you can do that. So when you get that urge to eat something sweet, you can go and you can have one of my date nut balls that are coated with nut, okay, and flaxseed. Tastes really, really good. I'll try one just so that you'll believe me. That's really good. You can see what it looks like on the inside. So when you want something sweet, as a snack or a dessert, try my date nut balls. I think you'll really like them. After you've made these, I'd like for you to do me a favor. Send a picture to me of what your date nut balls look like on Instagram. So just send me a picture. I'd love to see what you've made, okay? And so until next time, don't forget to subscribe. And when you do, there's a little bell that will come up. Click on the bell, and every time we upload a new video, you will receive the notice. And until next time, bye for now.